Hey guys, welcome to Shades Tube. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. I told you guys I was going to come back tonight to do a quick live to finish up the live that I did earlier. This live tonight, I'm going to be telling you guys about Young Scooter's autopsy report. It came in probably like maybe an hour after I got off earlier. And then Diddy has another lawsuit. And then I got some videos that I want y'all to hear from Gotti, which is Mothri's brother, and he released a new song. I can't play that, but you guys need to check it out. It sounds pretty good. All right, so welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody watching this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Hey, and Jermaine said, if you are enjoying the content tonight, please thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Also hit that bell to stay updated. If you would like to support us further, consider donating. Your contribution helps us create more great content. You can do a donation by doing a Cash App at $ShadesTube, purchase a membership for $4.99, or you can do a super sticker or a super chat. All right, and thank you guys so much. Also, guys, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. All right, so we are getting ready to get started with this live, guys. Get you something to drink, some water, a bed, a chair, whatever. If you are at work, continue to do your job, but make sure you watch me on the down low or either listen to me on the down low. All right, let's go ahead and do this, you guys. All right, because we don't have long tonight, for real. I know when I say that, usually I'll be on for the longest, but not tonight. All right. I hope you guys had a great day too. Mine went pretty good, so I hope you guys had a good day too. All right. So first thing first, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into Young Scooter's autopsy report. All right. Let me go ahead and put his name up here so when people watch this video, if they don't want to listen to other things, they will know exactly where to find certain content. That's why I do these headers, if I can remember to do it. Sometimes I'll be forgetting to put it up, but majority of the time I try to put them up here. So let's go ahead and do Young Scooter. And let's take Marvin Sapp off here right now. Let's do this. I think I spelled autopsy. Did I spell right? Okay, let's go ahead and go over that. Okay, let me go look at this music real quick and see if I got it too loud. Let's turn it all the way down to 9, okay? All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get this. So like I said earlier today, breaking news, Young Scooter's autopsy was completed, all right? So that was around 2, like I said, somewhere around the time I was getting off of my live. Anyway, the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office has confirmed that Young Scooter's demise was not the result of a gun shot wound. Okay. Young Scooter's demise has been ruled an accident by the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office. Discussing their findings on Tuesday, the medical examiner said this injury was not a gun shot wound. Instead, the report suggests the 39-year-old rapper passed on after a wooden piece punctured his right thigh, leading to blood loss. The determination matches up with comments police made after the chase that led to Young Scooter's unaliving. So Atlanta Police Commander Lieutenant Andrew Smith first detailed the incident in a press conference after Young Scooter passed on. He claimed the rapper suffered a serious leg injury while fleeing from police officers responding to a 911 call. He also noted that officers did not fire any shots. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two, male, two males fled out of the back of the house. One male came back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Police are still trying to figure out who made the 911 call that sent officers to the home that young Scooter ended up fleeing in the first place. The caller had identified herself as the neighborhood watch and claimed there had been shots fired as well as a whole domestic dispute going on. She alleged there's like 7 guys that live in this house. These guys are selling drugs in and out of the house. The situation that's going on right now, this girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside and he was fighting the girl. I'm not sure what they were fighting for. Now, as questions remain without answers, young Scooter's publicist, Bessie Maniando, said on Monday that the family is left completely devastated. Now, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, they are waiting for more information to understand the circumstances. So, what do you guys think about that? Do y'all believe this? You think it's a cover-up, or you think he actually did just what they said? You know, I actually believe he did get his leg punctured, when he jumped the fence. Okay, I just really believe that. Because nobody said they heard any GUN shots or anything. So I think he just, when he jumped over that first fence, he got the puncture, okay? And it just happened to hit a main artery. And he continued to run, jumped over the other fence. He was losing so much blood probably, and he eventually probably fell unconscious. And by the time the police found him, even though they tried to save him, they couldn't because he had lost too much blood. He probably was already passed on when he was out there. I don't know for sure. They claimed that he passed on later on that night, but I don't know for sure. But I do think it was an accident. Jermaine said, I think it was an accident too. I really do. It was an unfortunate accident. And I don't know, the girl that we was watching earlier, guys, hold on for 1 second. The girl that we was watching earlier in that video, I don't know for sure if that's her or not, because I'm pretty sure that the police probably seen that video. And if they haven't went, unless that is the girl, right? And they just haven't found her. But they said if you know who the girl is, to contact them. So I don't know if that's the same girl or not. It sounds like her, and then everything she was saying, I think she said it was her. So I don't understand why the police haven't found her unless she's running and stuff. And let me see if they have any more updates on young Scooter and the girl who made the 911 call. And they said she used a 911 only phone. I didn't even know they had phones like that. Let's see. Okay, so they got the woman. All right. So here we go right here. So young Scooter's unaliving, a woman tied to false 911 call was arrested. Okay. Let me let y'all hear that call again. Okay. Just in case you didn't see my live earlier, just listen. I need to close that laundry room.
You want to get your name?
Wait, let's let this go off first. Let's skip this damn man. Now listen.
A woman is now facing charges for making the fake 911 call that ultimately led to the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. Her arrest coming just hours after the Fulton County Medical Examiner released his cause of death. The autopsy states Young Scooter, whose real name is Kenneth Bailey, sustained an injury of his right thigh that created marked blood loss. The ME said in the report the injury was not a gunshot wound, instead saying Bailey injured himself on fencing material or woody debris after he jumped at least one fence. Bailey died Friday night on his 39th birthday. Police say he jumped a fence while running from officers who responded to that fake 911 call.
The situation that's going on right now, this girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there.
Police say the woman who made that call is 31-year-old Demetria Spence. Right now, she's behind bars at the Fulton County Jail, charged with transmitting false public alarm. We're told she will be in court for her first appearance tomorrow at noon.
So they got her. So that was her earlier. Okay. So that was her in that video. Let me see what else. Do they have anything else on this chick? Okay. So they got her. Because I was like, if she was on video, I don't understand why they, wouldn't have her. Yeah, so they got her ass. Good. Let me see what else they have on her. Let's see. So again, her name is Demetria Spencer, aka Demi Blanco, and that was her in the video because I remember the name. So they charged her with transmitting a false public alarm. All right. Let's see. They said on April the 1st, 2025, 31-year-old Demetria Spence was taken into custody by the Atlanta Police Department and charged with transmitting a false public alarm under OCGA 15. What is it? Let me see what that is. 16-1028 subsection D2. If serious bodily harm or unaliving results from the responses of a public safety agency. Okay. So they did. That charge is related to him being hurt or either unalive. Now, Miss Spence was wanted for her involvement in making a false 911 call regarding a person injured deceased incident that happened at 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast on March the 28th, 2025. Miss Spence was transported to the Fulton County Jail for processing. Hey, Miss, how you doing? So she did confess to making the 911 calls, which she did that also on that video. She said she's the one who made them. And she said that that she did know him. And I believe she said that he did fight her or something. Now, like I said, she owned up to making that call where she claimed to have witnessed a naked woman being beaten within an inch of her life. But officers encountered no such thing when they arrived on the scene. All right. They did, however, encounter two men, one of them being Scooter, who eventually tore an artery in his leg while hopping a wooden fence. Now, this is according to his autopsy report that we just heard, okay? On Instagram Live earlier today, Demi would go on to claim what she did. And she also said, I was right, she said she was the one who was being battered, okay? A complete 180 from her original statements. Anyway, the general public did not buy it, and neither did the cops. She has since been processed and booked at the Fulton County Jail. And I already showed y'all who she is, but I'll show you guys again, okay? Just in case you didn't see my other live. Hey, Tony Vance, what's up? Hope you're having a good night at work. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, that's all they got on her. Okay, let's see what else we have. And that right there was according to TMZ. The other one was according to 11alive.com. Okay, let's go to TikTok and see what people are saying about that, okay? And we will probably get more information regarding this probably later on today, once people get up and things like that. But let's go to TikTok and see what they're saying. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see. I was wondering about that. I was like, I know good and well they should know who this girl is once she was on that video, unless she's not the person. Hold on, let me get this. Her name is Demi something. I forgot her name already. Demi Blanco. This is her right here, huh? So let's listen to this real quick.
Being the person behind the 911 call that ultimately led to young Scooter. Diddy Blanco just admitted to being the person behind the 911 call that ultimately led to young Scooter passing away. Diddy Blanco just admitted to being the person behind the 911 call that ultimately led to young Scooter passing away.
It looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B.
Now, in the audio, Diddy is claiming she only called the cops to protect herself because she was being physically harmed.
I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself.
That she never meant to get anyone hurt. She just called the police because she was the one getting hurt. Now, for those of you guys who are unaware about what's going on, young Scooter passed a few days ago on his birthday, March 28th. Now, although he reportedly passed due to alleged injury, cops claim that they received a really suspicious 911 call from a woman stating that she's witnessing another woman get hands laid on her.
I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved.
The person on the 911 call said that there was a child involved. After police were dispatched to the home, they claimed that young Scooter and another man immediately began evading police by running. This is how young Scooter gained his leg injury that ultimately cost him his life.
And police say those injuries were to his leg. As for a woman being dragged inside the house, police say they were not able to locate any woman.
In the audio, Demi Blanco was being very descriptive about the events that were taking place. She claimed that the woman getting hands laid on her didn't have any clothes on and had got thrown out the house and was getting hands laid on her, and assuming in the middle of the street. Police were unable to find the woman when they reached the residence. They were actively looking for the 911 caller or the person responsible for the call. They claimed that the call came from a 911 only number, so it was hard to trace. With all this news breaking, Demi Blanco has spoken out saying that she was the person behind the call. As I previously stated, she claimed that she called the cops for her own safety. Neighbors, I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments. This entire situation is literally insane, y'all. Peace. Diddy Blanco just admitted.
Okay, so let's read some of these comments. Okay. Somebody says, so she lied. She needs to be charged. They said 911 had to transfer the call because she didn't call in the same county. So how was you in the house calling setup? They said she was in DeKalb County when she made the call, and the incident took place in Fulton County. So she lied all the way around. Somebody said, sounds like she was just mad about something and called the police to get him locked up. Somebody said she could have kept this to herself. Not only is she in danger now, she also put her family in it as well. Somebody said she knew it was 6 other men in that house that weren't beating on her. Risking all their lives to get one person is crazy work. The call was a lie and definitely a setup, regardless of who. Somebody asked, why did he run? And then another person said, because he's a black man, police favorite target. Okay. Somebody said police, SHOT, young Scooter in the leg. That's how he passed. Now they trying to save face. Another person said, I don't believe it because why was there no sign of a female? So nobody have a ring camera. So the other man can verify she was over there, right? So where was she when they came? So many questions. Let's see what this person's saying on this. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But like I said, you guys, I don't understand why she did this at all. Okay, it's plain ridiculous. I don't know if they'll be able to charge her with anything additionally. They should, but I don't know for sure. But right now, I already told you what a charge is. Basically making a false report that cost somebody their life. Jermaine said either she's lying or there's missing information. Well, they claim that she wasn't even in the county. So it appears that she's just not telling the truth. I mean, she could be telling the truth about him, whoever she was talking about beating her or whatever the case is, but the stuff she was saying to get the police out there that particular night or day, that was just lies. To get the police to come out there with their GUNs out and everything else. I don't understand why she did all of that. I just really don't. All right. So yeah. So if I get any more updates on this, I will let you guys know. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some more stuff coming out about this later on today, and I will let y'all know about that one. Okay, when I do get updated information. My condolences and prayers are expressed out to young Scooter's family, friends, and fans, and my prayers are still out to them as well.
I'm not a lawyer, but a 31-year-old
Let's see what
Atlanta
this
woman
person
has
said.
just been charged for making a false call to 911, which resulted in the death of Atlanta
Can y'all hear that?
rapper Young
Let's see this
Scooter.
part with
Let me
this lady.
give you a quick recap to get caught up on this story. Last Friday, news hit that Atlanta rapper Young Scooter had passed away. According to Atlanta police, a woman called 911 to report seeing a woman being drugged without clothes on and some men with some weapons and some other stuff. Here is some of that 911
Okay, we're not going to listen to that again.
Girl doesn't have
Press conference, Atlanta police say that they came to the house after that call, knocked on the door was shut in their
She
face,
just
and then
placed, she
two
just
men
lied.
fled from the residence. One of those men, being Young Scooter,
Dang.
reportedly jumped the fence, and according to the medical examiner's office, the fence he jumped was a wooden one and somehow punctured his thigh, which resulted in him losing a substantial amount of blood and ultimately losing his life. And as for the naked woman that the caller said she saw
They
was
couldn't
being
find.
drugged around, during that press conference, police said they were never able to locate her. Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate
Because there wasn't no woman.
the female.
There was no woman, y'all.
Started in a car, a moving car. This
Outside of the residence.
outside of the residence, and then a woman was drugged back into the.
That's what was reported. We have not been able to substantiate any of that, which is also a part of our investigation.
Over the weekend, police announced that they are looking to speak with the woman who made the 911 call, and then a woman named Demi Blanco, who's also apparently on a reality TV show, did an Instagram live claiming she's the one who made the 911 call, and now police have announced that the woman who made that 911 call has now been taken into custody and charged with transmitting a false public alarm, specifically if serious bodily harm or death results from the response of a public safety agency. Did you follow that? If you call police for a fake incident and police come and that results in somebody being injured or dying, you can be charged. You can be charged. This press release goes on to say that Mrs. Spence, the 911 caller, was arrested for her involvement in making a false 911 call regarding a person injured or deceased stemming from a March 28th incident, and she has been transported for processing. March 28th was also Young Scooter's birthday, so he passed away.
So let's read a couple of these comments. Somebody say if that's not involuntary manslaughter, it's at the very least reckless endangerment. They can charge her and they better. Somebody says premeditated murder, but you can't charge her on that. Okay. So they said Young Scooter ran because he thought the police had something on him totally different from the police car. He was still in the streets. Thought something old came back on him. Okay. And then somebody said, how you know? Plus, had she not made a false call, he would still be with us. And the thing is that that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that when they catch her, I wonder what charge she would be charged with, because yeah, he ran. He shouldn't have been running. That's crazy. I said that earlier. But the thing is, if she would have never did the swatting, he would never he would still be alive, because he wouldn't be out there running from the cops. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, yeah, he should not be running, but we know how that goes. And the thing about it is that if she wouldn't have called the police, the 911, and made that ridiculous claim, he would have never been running, and he would still be, alive. But like I just said before, guys, I will keep you guys posted, and I'll be checking back and forth to see if they have any updated information. All right. So now we're going to move on to the Diddy's lawsuit, because it's almost time for us to get out of here already. Let me go ahead and cover that. And then I got to cover, what else did I say? Diddy's lawsuit and something else I thought. Oh, Mo3's brother. Okay, let me just hurry and do this then. So let's do Diddy. Let me take this down real quick, you guys. I'll put Diddy up here. So, hold on, let me find it. So another one of Diddy's cases, guys, has been dismissed. Okay, they dismissed it because an anonymous plaintiff failed to identify herself. Okay, she would not identify herself. So anyway, the federal judge ordered the plaintiff to file a new complaint under her real name. So this lawsuit accused Diddy of sexual assault. And let's see what else. And I think that's it. The woman sued Combs in the Southern District of New York under the name Jane Doe in October 2024, accusing Sean Combs of assaulting her at a party in 1995. Ha ha ha. Right. So on Monday, March 31st, 2025, a federal judge tossed the case after the plaintiff did not newly file a complaint under her real identity. On March the 6th, 2025, the court denied plaintiff's motion to proceed anonymously and ordered her to file a complaint in her own name by March the 20th, 2025, or the case would be dismissed. U.S. District Judge Louis J. Lyman wrote in a ruling obtained by People, as of March the 31st, plaintiff has not filed a complaint in her own name, nor has she sought an extension of time to do so. Accordingly, the case is dismissed. Anyway, Combs' legal team, yes, that's ridiculous, praised the judge's decision in a statement. It says, for months, we have seen case after case filed by individuals hiding behind being anonymous, pushed forward by attorneys more focused on media headlines than legal merit. The other claims, like the one dismissed today, also will not hold up in a court of law. Now, this woman, of course, she was represented by Tony Busby, who is a high-profile Houston attorney who previously announced he was representing hundreds of people accusing Combs of sexual misconduct. Let's see. It says, since this announcement, multiple Busby clients, including the Jane Doe, whose case was just dismissed, have sued the Boy Records founder. And then Combs' legal team, y'all, also took aim at Busby in a statement following the dismissal. It says this is now the second case brought by these attorneys against Mr. Combs that has been dismissed in its entirety. Combs' attorney said it will not be the last. Okay, so yeah. So what do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about that? Are you guys glad that it was dismissed or what? Well, like I always say, if they don't have any proof, and he know he did not do anything, I think they need to do what is right, point blank. This is a civil case, so I think the civil case, him being the case being dismissed, it may look good for him, when he go to court, for his felonies. I don't know. I'm just thinking that it could, but I don't know for sure. But I do know this. Diddy better hope all of those civil lawsuits are dismissed. And the criminal one too, for his sake. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what else we get. This is the last story tonight. So we just did Diddy lawsuit. Let me let y'all hear Cole Gotti's brother, right? I mean, not his brother. We're gonna hear Mo3's brother, Cole Gotti. Okay, let me turn this down. Hold on. Okay, let me see which one I want to do first. So this is the one where Cole Gotti is telling us that nobody shows up checking on the mom, Mo3's mom, his mom, or anything. And there's only one real person, and that's Boosie, because Boosie still checks on her, call on her birthday and things like that. So let's go to listen to this real quick and watch it at the same time. Wait, I'm gonna start it all the way back over, y'all.
Talking about Boosie the realest nigga that's claiming 3. That nigga check on my mama, and he ain't never said it, and I ain't never said it. That's how you know he genuine with it. He check on my mama Mother's Day, birthday, shoot bread, since 5 years later. Niggas talking about this is my partner. That's the only nigga doing it.
That's real shit.
Only nigga. Out of all these niggas y'all heard saying they 3 partners.
So it's a lot of
getting paid for it.
So it's a lot of people using his name just for straight clout.
It's only a couple of them. It's only a couple of them. Like, I'm just saying, we speaking on this nigga. Since we talking about this nigga, niggas be saying that partner shit. Like, me getting into it with him made him go take Trey and them to the fair and show y'all niggas. Like, it's only one nigga that's saying they 3 partner that's being a partner and not getting paid for being a partner. You know what I'm saying? And to speak, since we're talking about Boosie the realest nigga that's claiming 3. That nigga check on my mama, and he ain't never said it, and I ain't never said it. That's how you know he genuine with it. He check on my mama Mother's Day, birthday, shoot bread, since 5 years later. Niggas talking about this is my partner. That's the only nigga doing it.
That's real shit.
Only nigga. Out of all these niggas y'all heard saying they 3 partners.
So it's a lot of
getting paid for it.
So it's a lot of people using his name just for straight clout.
It's only a couple of them. It's only a couple of them. Like, I'm just saying, we speaking on this nigga. Since we talking about this nigga, niggas be saying that partner shit. Like, me getting into it with him made him go take Trey and them to the fair and show y'all niggas. Like, it's only one nigga that's saying they 3 partner that's being a partner and not getting paid for being a partner. You know what I'm saying? And to speak, since we're talking about Boosie the realest.
Okay, so what y'all think about that?
Claiming 3.
He said that Boosie is the only one that checks on his mother, call on her birthday, Christmas and all that. None of these other people who claim that they're his partner and all that, they haven't been doing anything. He said Boosie is a real one. And the thing about it is, if this is true, and the only person that's coming to check on the mom, that's just plainly crazy. Yeah, it sounds like he is. Because you would think all these people talking about that's their dude and they ride for their dude and things like that. Why aren't they still doing the same thing now? So I definitely feel what Kogati is saying. Let's check a couple of these messages out. Somebody says, say what you want about Boosie, but he's always been 100 with the people he got love for and their families. He never talks about what he does for them. And that is good, because a lot of people, when they do something for you, they just let it go on and on and on and on and on again. And let's see what else we got. Hold on.
Since we're talking about Boosie.
Wait a minute, let me turn it down. Let me see, I got another one saved too. Hold on. I think this is it right here. Okay, so now he's talking about his brother getting unalive.
Very significant day. Right. For those who don't know, it's like
We got to listen this time. Okay, can y'all hear that?
Right. That's what I'm saying, just far as timing, 11 o'clock.
That is crazy. So like when you sum that all up, what do you think? What does that make you think? Like you say, you just feel like it just is what it is. It was meant to happen. That's just how it had to happen.
I ain't gonna say it's meant to happen, because I still got my times where I be like cussing that bitch out, like, you know better than to be moving how you move. We done argued about that. Just keep that burner in your pocket, keep that on your lap. Like, I had just went to jail a month before that for a burner. He on my head. Like, why you got that gun with you, da 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 da. But it's like, I ain't gonna say it's meant to happen or none of that shit. It's just once you break that whole time down, 11 o'clock. And I know that when it's your time, it's your time. Niggas get shot in the head, be balloons and shit, and be living. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get shot 10, 12 times, be living. Rollie down, leg shot. Like, it's just, you don't get the pick.
Yep, that's true.
Again, 11/11, right?
Okay.
That's a very significant day.
Right.
For those who don't know, it's like a very spiritual thing.
Let's do
This
this.
is the angel number,
Right.
quote unquote.
That's what I'm saying, just far as timing. 11 o'clock.
That is crazy. So like when you sum that all up, what do you think? What does that make you think? Like you say, you just feel like it just is what it is. It was meant to happen. That's just how it had to happen.
I ain't gonna say it's meant to happen, because I still got my times where I be like cussing that bitch out, like, you know better than to be moving how you move. We done argued about that. Just keep that burner in your pocket and keep that on your lap. Like, I had just went to jail a month before that for a burner. He on my ass. Like, why you got that gun with you, da 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 da. But it's like, I ain't gonna say it's meant to happen or none of that shit. It's just once you break that whole time down, 11 o'clock. And I know that when it's your time, it's your time. Niggas get shot in the head and be big balloons and be living. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get shot 10, 12 times and be living. Rollie down, leg shot. Like, it's just, you don't get the pick.
Again, 11/11, right? That date. That's a very significant day.
Right.
For those who don't know, it's like a very spiritual thing. It's the angel
Okay,
number.
so now we're going to stop there. So what do you guys think about all that right there? Let's read a couple of these comments. Somebody says, so he passed on a portal day, meaning even though his vessel was unalive, he actually still got to transcend to his highest self, and every shady thing that was done will be brought to the light. Okay. Another commenter said he knew it was his brother's time. He just hate to hear himself say that out loud. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, these interviews that I saved, or something. It was really surprising to hear that all these people who be up here talking about they love Mo3 and all this other stuff, none of these people show the same type of support that like Boosie is showing the family. So that's crazy. Right. I mean, I know that's crazy, it just, maybe, I don't know. I can't say because I'm not into the street. I'm pretty sure it's probably hard to, get out of that situation, but I know it can be done. You know, I don't agree with that. I don't think well, no, it was avoidable and it was unfortunate. Okay, I read that the wrong way. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see if I. Okay. So do y'all got anything else to say about all this stuff that we just talked about? It definitely was. The whole situation is just plainly ridiculous. Oh, remember before we get ready to leave, remember I was telling you guys about the video. I hope y'all went back to watch that video. Remember when I was telling you it looked like when they was driving, when they were on the freeway, right? And the black car got on the side of him, and I told you guys it looks like the person, the driver, pulled out, his GUN and started shooting from there. Well, we was looking at that video again, not too long ago, a couple hours ago, and even Jermaine said the same thing. That looks like, a GUN that he had when he was driving on the side of Mo3. He was using that to, to shoot, So that's crazy. That whole entire thing was crazy as ever. Let's see what else he got here. So I guess tomorrow we'll finish listening to these interviews if there are a lot of them made and stuff. So y'all, I told y'all I wasn't going to be on here long tonight. I just wanted to do a very brief live just to finish what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about Young Scooter, all of that. We didn't talk about Diddy, but we was talking about Mo3's brother Kogati and the whole situation. Trap Boy Freddy. Don't forget, I did play a video where he said he was not running, okay, from the police or anything. So it is what it is. So I played all of that earlier. So go check out that video and you can hear, all of the stuff that I was covering earlier. Other than that, y'all, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And also don't forget to share and leave a comment. And let's see here. So, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another night hour live. And I'm thinking about putting up my movie and blog up tomorrow. So I may put that up. So y'all can check that out. And check out my other videos as well, okay? All right, guys. Have a good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks to everybody in the bushes. Everybody watching this in the replay. Thanks. Thank you, Jermaine. Thanks for Jermaine. Tony Bands. Have a good night at work. Young Riz, what's up? What's up? Happy and blessed Wednesday to you. And happy and blessed Wednesday to all of you guys. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in my next video. This is Shades to you. Peace out, y'all. Let me take all this stuff down. Good night, Jermaine. Porcupine Head. Good night, y'all. Take care. Peace out. I'm out.